Hello guys, today we are doing trigonometric graphs. Now we are doing three graphs, graph of sin x, cos x and tan x. So we will quickly go through these graphs and we will see what are the most important points in these graphs. So first is the sine graph. So y equal to sin x. The graph starts from origin 0, 0 and then it moves to 1, that is the highest value of sine when it angle is 90 degrees, or you can say pi by 2. And at pi 180 it's 0 and it goes on like this. So this is a basic general sine graph that you have to remember. I mean, we can talk about this in details also, but I think it's pretty clear. You can easily remember this graph. So this is sine curve. Now important things in this is important. So what are the key points in this graph that we have to remember? Now the first point is when it is 0. Now in what happens is in questions they will directly ask you sin x is crossing the x-axis at which points, or y-axis at which points. So these kind of questions will be there. We will see one question at the end of the lecture also. So these kind of questions are directly asked. So you should know when it crosses the x-axis. So it crosses the x-axis at these points: 0, 180, 360, 540 like this, 720, and minus 180, minus 360 like this. If it's hard to remember like this, you can remember it like this: n pi, where n is an integer. So basically integral multiples of pi means 0 pi, 1 pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, or minus 1, minus 1 pi, minus 2 pi like this. So this is the best way and easiest way to remember this. So it's important. Second thing is, now this is again important and this will come again in year 2 also. That is the fundamental period of sin x. So fundamental period of sin x is 2 pi, or sometimes we call it 360 also. Now what is this fundamental period? So fundamental period is basically the interval after which a function repeats. As you can see from the graph, that if I take my graph from 0 to 360 or 0 to 2 pi, now what happens after 2 pi is you are getting the same graph again. So it will go like this again. So basically graph is repeating after 2 pi. So this interval, this value, this length of x that we are getting here in this case is 2 pi, that is 2 pi minus 0. So this length is known as the fundamental period. Now why it is called fundamental? Because it's the smallest positive value. That's why we are saying fundamental. It can have many period, but that's not of any concern to our curriculum. Okay. So that is important. Now what's the use of this? The use of this is basically very simple. So when you say period is 2 pi, now what's the use? It means you take any angle. For example, let me take 30 degrees. So now at 30 degree, we will have some sine value and we know this will be equal to half. So it means if you add 360 degrees to 30 degree, you will get the same value. That is what we understand by period. So if you add 30 degrees to 360 degree, you will get 390 degree. So it means at 390 its value must also be half. So that is the meaning of period. So you take any value, you add the period, you will get the same value of the function. And similarly, if you subtract, it means also you will get the same value. So if we subtract 360 from 30 degree, we will get some value like minus 330 degrees. So at minus 330 degrees, again the function that is in this case is sine will again have value half. So that is the meaning of period. Now what is its use? We will see its use when we will solve trigonometric equation questions. So but for now you have to remember this. Okay. Now the most important thing that we have to remember in this graph, the most important thing is this, the third point. It says theta, pi minus theta, theta plus pi, theta minus 2 pi gives same sine values. Now what does this mean is, actually we have seen this. Now you take any angle, you add 2 pi or you subtract 2 pi, it will give you same value because 2 pi is the period. And anyways we know 360 degree, once you take a 360 degree turn, you will reach the same point, right? So it means that is these two values are clear. Now this is the most important value. That is pi minus theta. Now let's see an example. Let's take this value only 30 degrees. Now if I take theta as 30 degree, what is my pi minus 30? Pi means 180. 180 minus 30 is 150. It means at 150 also, this is 150 degrees. Also we will have a half value. That we can see from graph also, like this. So there are lots of angles at which sine is half. So if I start counting from 30, the next value is 150. Next value is 390, like this. It will keep on going like this. So what's the use of this pi minus theta is it will give you all the values. If we use theta, pi minus theta, and then again theta plus 2 pi, then theta minus 2 pi. If we go on like this, it will give me all the values of x where sine is half. So for now, you can see by symmetry also, if this is 30 degree, if this length is 30, then obviously by symmetry, I can say this length must also be 30. So that's why this is 150. So we have to remember this. Now, why do we have to remember this is when we will solve trigonometric equation chapter, I will explain why do you have to remember this. So only thing you have to remember is pi minus theta. So theta and pi minus theta gives same values for sine. And this theta plus 2 pi and theta minus 2 pi is very obvious and everyone knows this. Adding 360 minus or subtracting 360 gives you same angle. Okay, now let's talk about tangent curve. So y equal to tan x graph. Now y equal to tan x graph, first thing that you notice is I have some dotted vertical lines. These lines are known as asymptotes. Now you will study about asymptotes in year 2. So for now, just remember asymptotes are, we can say, tangents to the curve at infinity. So basically this, for example, if I look at from 0 to 90 degrees, my graph goes on like this. So what will happen is this graph will keep on. So what will happen is this graph will keep on increasing like this. Like this. It will keep on going like this. And it will never touch this line. That is x equal to 90 degrees. Or x equal to pi by 2. So that is what is known as an asymptote. We will study in detail in year 2. So, but in year 1, they will not ask any questions on this. Okay. So this is the tan graph. So period of this, as you can see from the graph, if I take this length, that is this length is minus 92 plus 90, it will be 180, or you can say pi. So this length if I take, I can draw the whole graph, or you can say it repeats after this. So again the same, you can see the same pattern again and again and on left and right. So important thing is fundamental period of tan x is pi. So it means, now what's the use of this? Now fundamental period is pi, it means you can add pi or subtract pi to any angle. In case of tangent, it will not change the value. You will get the same value. For example, let me give you a very simple example. For example, let's say I have tan 60 degree. So tan 60 degree will be same as tan of 60 minus 180. I don't have to think about it. Why it will be same? Because 180 is the period. So I can go left one period or I can go right one period. It will not change the value. So I can go right also. When you go right to 60 degree, so 60 degree plus 180 degree, that is tan of 240 degree. So tan 240 degree, tan minus 120 degree, tan 60 degree will give you the same value of tan. You can use a calculator to check this also. You can see this from graph also. I don't want to draw any more in this. Okay, then it will be very complex. Okay. So you can check this. So that's a use of period. That's a best application of period. Okay. There are other applications also. But anyways, next thing is tan x is 0. Now this is very easy to remember because tan x is sin x by cos x. So when sin x is 0, tan x is 0. So sin x is 0 at 0, pi, 2 pi. Remember integral multiple of pi. We wrote this integral multiple of pi. So same here. Okay, now this thing. Even this thing is very logical now. Now if theta is there, you can add pi or you can subtract pi. It doesn't matter. Then again you can add pi, you can subtract pi to any value. You can keep on adding pi, you can keep on subtracting pi, it doesn't matter, it will give you the same tangent value. This will be very, very useful. This will be very, very useful when you will be solving trigonometric equations. So in that case, you will see in 10 questions, we will solve questions in seconds. Will not even take a single minute. In seconds, we can solve if you remember this. So subtract pi, add pi, whenever you want, doesn't matter. It will give you same value. Okay, let's talk about cos now. So cos x has a graph of sin x, but shifted to the left side. Or you can say right, it depends, I mean, in which pattern you are writing. Okay, so now cos x is 0. You can see it is 0 at 90, 270, 450, like this. 90, minus 270, minus 450. At these angles, it is 0. Now, how to remember this? Sometimes some students remember it like this. Odd multiple of 90. Odd multiple of pi by 2 or odd multiple of 90. Basically means odd integer into 90. You can remember it like this. Odd integer into 90 means 1 into 90, 3 into 90, 5 into 90, 7 into 90, like this. Or minus 1 into 90, minus 3 into 90, like this. So at these values, cos graph is 0. Or you can say it crosses the x-axis better. Now fundamental period of cos x is same as sin x, that is 2 pi. So you can see if I just start from 0, let's say from 0 point, and if I go here, you can see after that again the graph repeats. The same pattern is again and again coming. So fundamental period is 2 pi or 360. Now this third part is very important. Now which values will give you the same cosine value? So if you have a theta, if you have any angle theta, then minus theta will also give you same value. As you can see, let's take some angle, let's say 40 degrees. Let's say I have some 40-degree angle. So cos have this value. Now you can see it is symmetric, right? With respect to y-axis. So minus 40, it will also give you the same value, which is giving at 40 degrees. You can see it in the graph. So theta and minus theta will give you the same value. Then next value, if you make a horizontal line like this, you can see there are some more angles. Now you can see this graph is symmetric, right? Like this graph is symmetric. So if this angle is 40 from 0, so from 360, this must also be 40 degrees. So this angle, that is total 360 minus 40, that is 320 degree. At 320 degree also you will get same cosine value. So how do we remember this? Is very simple. Theta minus theta and then 2 pi minus theta gives you the same value of cosine. We will discuss this more in the next lecture, that is trigonometric equations. So theta minus theta and 2 pi minus theta gives you same cosine values. After that, just keep on adding 2 pi or subtracting 2 pi, because adding a 2 pi and subtracting 2 pi doesn't change anything. We already know this. So this is all about graphs. Let's quickly solve one question. So how they ask the questions in exam. So this is one question. It's given that this graph is y equal to k times sine of x plus 60 degrees. And this is the graph. It shows that it is starting from a point 0, root 3 on y-axis. And then it crosses the x-axis at p equal to 0. Then again it crosses at q equal to 0. Sorry, at q, 0. And graph is given from 0 to 360. So you have to find the value of k, p and q. So first thing is k. Now this point where it crosses the y-axis, at this point x will be 0. Because it's y-axis. So when I substitute x as 0, I will get y as k sine 60. Which is given as square root of 3. Because it crosses through 0, root 3. So from this, I can find value of k. So k will be root 3 divided by root 3 over 2, which is nothing but 2. So my k value is 2. Now next is how to find p and q. Now remember that this is sine graph, right? Obviously it is shifted. This is sine x plus 60. So it is shifted towards left by 60 degrees. Anyways, we will study this in transformations. So right now we just have to see this. What is this function? This is sine function. So when is sine 0? Remember, integral multiple of pi. or better 0 degree, 180 degree, 360 degree. If you can remember like this, it's also very good. Like this, at this value sine is 0. So I can say this value, first value is 180 degree. So 180 degree, it is 0. So this angle is x plus 60. So this must be 180. When else is 0? It is 0 at 360. So this angle can be 360 also. So from this I get x as 120 degree, and from this I get x as 300 degrees. Now because P is to the left of Q, so we can say P is 120 degrees and Q is my 300 degrees. That's it. So this is how the graphs will help you. If you remember where it is 0, what's a period and so on. Thank you for watching STEM Trainers.